They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 40.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This one into the hands of Burton, and he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. But driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Packers nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Down at the 30-yard
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Packers.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. The give is to Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw, it's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Robert Tonyan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Taylor now returning it. And shedding through the tackle. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Smith on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for 28 yards.
And a Packer first down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted by the...
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Devontae Adams.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21, Colts 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Rivers. He's got Burton here, and he's got this down to the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Jair Alexander on the
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
Yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown. Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Mason Crosby for the
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Colts 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they open the lead up now to 25. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Rodgers on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up." Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Rivers, flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A 1st down run by Jones, not going to work out as he's hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A dump underneath to Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our 2nd half blowout material.
Box it.
Now Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
10 at the 40-yard line.
The first down throw here for Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Incomplete. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The ball carrier.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Rivers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
14-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 more there and another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give to Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
26. 54. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Record. Mike's 54. Inside. 54. We all.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Fourth down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
6-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And now he's taken down. And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here. And that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Fatima Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
58 to the Mike. 58 to the Mike. Come on. You better bring it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
6 yards.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And here's Rodgers on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They run once more with Taylor. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Tackle made.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Results.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, let's bring it.
This is Jones.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on third down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First down. His final score, Packers.